One, it's Terrance Gangsta Williams, aka OG Giggity, aka Mr. Answer Right Back, aka the People Champ. Terrance Williams. Well, I got a New Orleans legend in the building. Man, go ahead and introduce yourself.
This the one and only capital TEC, Tec9, one half of UNLV. Shout out Lil Ya off top.
Okay. Now, how did UNLV come about?
UNLV, man, actually, me and Ya, we met when we was like 11 years old, something like that. And Ya and Yella already knew each other, but they was just childhood friends. They grew up in the same neighborhood. And I actually was born and raised in the Melf, and I moved to 6 and Barone in that area when I was like 11, 12 years old. So once I got to Worcester, I wound up meeting y'all, and we click clack off the top. You know what I'm saying? Actually, we was about to fight on the first day of school, and we wound up being partners after that. And so we started entering talent shows, and it started out with the band with Wilson Band, and then we started entering talent shows, just doing like little positive rap. That's when crack just came out, so we was doing raps like don't do crack and this that little raps about Jason and 1 2 3 3 2 1. The man with the knife was called Jason. Little shit like that, and we put a little sis in the group, and she was only like 5 years old. And everybody just thought that that was so cute because she was real articulate at that age, and she would memorize her lines, and she would blackmail us a little bit because on show day we had to give her candy or she wouldn't do it. So we started out as sporty MCs, and after a while we entered a radio station, had talent shows, and first prize was a record deal and some money or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it was all cap because we won first prize, but we never saw no record deal, and it kind of discouraged us. And we kind of laid back for a little while. And then later on down the line, uh, one of our partners, DJ Jimmy, used to go to Newton's and rock out in Newton's. And we always still had that talent. So we used to just clown around, drinking beer and shit on the corner, beating on abandoned houses and freestyling. And one day we just one Sunday night we went in Newton's and we grabbed a mic from DJ Red. I don't know if you remember Red off of 4th Street. He rested.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, Red was the DJ, and he gave us the mic, and we got on the mic and turned up. And little did we know, Red recorded us that night. We didn't ask him to. We didn't plan on nothing. He just recorded us that night. And that's the night, our main little go-to rap was Another Trick, Another Bitch. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
once he recorded it, the next Sunday he played it, but we never knew that he had recorded that. And when he played it, everybody rocking out on it. So we got a copy of it ourselves. Went to it's Rite Aid right now, but it used to be K&B. And we went
Yeah.
to K&B and bought little racks of tapes and dubbed all our tapes in my living room, and we started selling them. $5 a pop, $5 a pop. And we
Mm,
sold a lot of them, and really
mm.
that's how UNLV was born.
Wow. So let me ask you this. How did you feel when Partners of Crime did the CD cover peeing on y'all set?
Oh man, it we was fucked up about it because during that time we was young and wild, they was young and wild, and really back then it used to be on site with us. You know what I'm saying? And we saw them, no telling what can happen. And
Mm-hmm.
we just felt like, okay, yeah, they got that was a good one. They got us on that one.
Yeah, okay. Um, but you feel like y'all did something hard when y'all came with that dragon from the river?
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
said take the braids out of his head, yellow. You can hear them. You can hear you telling yellow take the braids out of his head, yellow.
Raised out his head, yellow. Man,
Yeah,
that's what we did. We in high school, we cracking jokes and ribbon. Down here we call it ribbon. We ribbon and cracking jokes and and really our rhymes. It's sad to say, but most of the shit you heard us talking about, we really did it. We wasn't what you call studio gangsters or just go in the studio and create an image. what you heard is who we were. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah,
No out nothing.
right. So how did y'all get with Cash Money?
We got with Cash Money because those tapes that we was selling, they got their hands on one way or the other one. I don't know exactly how they got one, but if you was in the city of New Orleans, 9 times out of 10 you had another bitch tape. And when they did, the guy who we actually recorded the song by, I guess I'm not sure, but I think his name was on the tape or whatever. And Baby contacted him and set up a meeting between us and them. And once we got in there, and they saw me and y'all swag, we saw they swag, me and y'all, we never had like I got a older brother on my side, but Yah's the only boy on his side. So, but we never. My older brother, he always been in and out of jail, so we never really had that male figure. The older brother figure or the big uncle figure. And so once we locked in with them, that's the role they played with us. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So once once we met and they heard what we had and saw what we had already done on our own, it was a no brainer. That's how we actually locked in with them.
right. Then y'all coming there from the Mac to the Mel to the Cali, yo.
That
Okay.
that actually came second. The
Mm-hmm.
first When we first signed with them, we re-released the Another Bitch single. Uh,
Right.
or street. Actually, when we signed with them, we took the Another Bitch and cleaned it up, made a clean version and a street version, and put one on each side of the tape. Back then it was a tape. You have a clean,
Mm-hmm.
dirty side, and that was the first thing that we put out with them. And while we was working that, we started going in the studio to do our first full album, which was Six and Barone. And that at that point, that was the process when Yellow started, coming around. And we added him to the group.
Okay, so you and y'all started first, then
Me
Yellow came.
and Yah started first. Actually, it's kind of funny how Yellow got in the group. I know Yah told some of the story, but he wanted that part to be told by me because it's kind of like a part of my story.
Well, listen. Let's do this. Let's do this. Because I know you got some other big platforms you're gonna go on.
Right.
And this is what they do now. When you've been told too much of your story on certain platforms, they get to hating. So I don't want you to tell all that right here. And wait till you
Right.
get to the big plat and drop that, right? And I know a lot of my people go, man, we want to hear it. So listen, bro, say some of that. But let me ask you this.
All right.
Let's talk about how it was growing up in the city of New Orleans versus where you live now.
Okay, man. All right. As most of my immediate people, my fans, because I speak about it in my music, I was born and raised in the Melpomene Project. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
2318 Errata. And that was a hell of an experience. As a kid, in the Melpomene, man, I saw so many people get their heads smashed, and I'm a young kid, so I don't understand that yet. I didn't really understand it, and it always seemed like, I remember this so vividly because it always seemed like when somebody get killed and they announce it on the news, they'll be like, 18-year-old male was gunned down today and such and such. Then the next day, 18-year-old male. So it 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 scarred me so hard. I used to go to my mom and cry and tell her, I don't want to be 18 years old because when you get 18, you're gonna get killed. That's how much little youngsters was getting killed back in the project. So
Right.
it was rough. It was rough.
Man, wow. Now you went from rapping, being one of the hot, successful groups in the city of New Orleans. How did you come into the drug start getting high?
Man, the first time I got high was rest in peace with my play pops, Big Rufus, man. Rest in peace. That's my dog, and I don't blame him for my addiction because everybody have a choice. But that was the first time I get high. And the crazy part about it is what, just like what people, and I'm gonna speak on that in a minute, what people don't tell you right now, they'll glorify the fun part about getting high, but they don't tell you the end result. And the way I was suckered into getting high using heroin is because it was this big old myth that when you snort a bag of dope, you're gonna all night long. That,
Thanks,
that
bro.
that was the big old thing, put the dope dick on us. So I fell for that and I did it, and it was real. It's true. It's that part is true. I gotta say that. But what they don't tell you is that when you go to doing that shit a week, 2 weeks down the line, it's no longer fun. You begin to need that shit. You know what I'm saying? And once you start needing it, it's a hell of a monkey to get off your back. That monkey gonna ride you. But that's
Right.
how I got started. I fell for the okie doke about, a bag of dope gonna make you night long, which is true. But they didn't tell me that was gonna hit me across the head 450 times. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So you been on Wild Willow? You been on Wild Willow to get that dope too?
You know I've been on Wild Willow. You know exactly I've been on Wild Willow getting that.
Hey yo, hey
You know,
yo, hey yo.
right, looking for your mother. Was
Say,
last
bro. Hey
night.
yo, you know what, Tech? I think about, bro. We've been through a lot, bro, and God blessed us at this age to be here right now to sit
Right,
down and share our story, bro. Now, let
right,
me ask you this: being from New Orleans, but you did time in Texas, correct?
right.
How much time did you do?
I got a 10-year sentence and I did 6.5 on it.
Okay, or was it rough being from New Orleans in the state of Texas during time?
Yeah, it's a different ball game. It's a different ball game. Texas is heavily, heavily gang related. You got the Mexican gangs, the white gangs, black gangs. Bloods, Crips, Peckerwoods. Man, it's just gang related, very segregated. You know what I'm saying? And it's a different ball game. It's the prison system is real racist. So you gotta be able to stand on your own or be a part of something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To
So,
survive.
when you got there, did anybody try you?
Nah, ain't nobody never tried me. The South. Where I was locked up at is part of the South, and we toured the South a lot. So my name stood for something. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Okay.
you had a lot of people who knew who I was. They most people didn't directly know my face, but they know "Drag 'em in the River." That's like a South anthem, and
Right.
that's one person who knew me, seen me, they'd be like, "Oh, that's old boy from from and then there go. But now I
Okay.
had no problems at all.
So
Well,
you had
let me tell you about one little strap I had. I actually had two little powwows, but the first one it really was on me. In the county jail, you get a dessert with your tray, like a little
Mhm.
Debbie cake or a brownie or whatever. And these fools, they call that dessert sweet thing, right? A sweet thing. That's what they call it. So this like my second day in there, and I'm eating my tray, but I ain't never fucked with the sweet thing. So a cat walked up to me and he was like, "You want that sweet thing?" But he asking me, "Do I want that dessert?" But I'm thinking he asking me, "Do I want that dessert?" and called me sweet thing. And I just took off on him. But I was down bad. Everybody told me, "Man, you tripping, man." But I apologize to him. But that was like the only really little powwow I had in there. Other than that, man, I'm OG. I'm like, about to be, I'm 50, and these little young cats, let them have it. They running around wild. I was more respected. I was onking that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
right. Okay. So during those 6 years, so you got a chance to reflect on the stuff you've been through, stuff you was doing, to where you at now. So what's on your mind today? No, 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 no. How are you coping? How are you adapting to this society now with these phones. I need to hear that, man. How you make it out with these phones?
Everything kind of fast, gangster dog. Everything just fast. It's like everybody in a rush. And one thing that I gained over my time in prison is patience. My patience is off the chain, fam. You feel me? I
Man,
nothing don't bother me. I don't give a about nothing what nobody else got going on, and it just seemed like the world moving real fast. So I'm adjusting to that because I know that it ain't about me, it ain't my world, and if you don't adjust, you're gonna get left behind. You
okay, that's good. But see, the good thing you have though, bro, you got your sister and you got y'all fat to be there to help you out.
yeah, yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So
Time,
yeah, with yacht. So that's a good thing. When I come home, I just had to figure it out. But I had people online helping me, showing me how to work the YouTube stuff. So that's
yeah,
how I got by, bro. But like you said, man, you gotta be patient. Take your time. It's gonna come.
right,
What all you have? What are your plans now that you're free?
man. I'm writing for people. My pen while I was in prison, what I did was I studied everybody. They gave us tablets now, so we was able to download music and listen to music. And I always been swift with my pen, so what I did was, I became everybody that I'm listening to, and I just studied that shit, and I just laid down a hell of a pen. I got my pen is like a nuclear weapon right now. So
Mm.
that's what I've been doing for everybody right now. I done been tapped in like about so far since I've been home, like 15 different people that I'm writing songs for. So, me and y'all putting together one last album. Actually, we're gonna be in the studio tomorrow. We're gonna be going live. Stay tuned with that. But for the most part, I'm using my pen to put shine some light on other people. So that's what I'm doing. I'm writing for others right now. You know what I'm saying?
So
And
you
I,
can write for me.
huh?
So you can write me an album. Right? You can write me a song or
Yeah,
something.
serious. I'm serious. I ain't patting myself on the back, but I'm serious, fam.
Now
You,
I want to know. Can you write me? I need you to write me a diss song. I got some people I need a diss.
all you gotta tell me is who you on this, and I'm gonna tear their ass up for you.
Woo, boy, yo, hey yo, say bro. So hold up. Can you give us a little something right now?
Can I give you a little something right now?
Yeah, that's what I asked. That's what I asked. That's what I asked.
My nigga, you say that you're real. I don't believe it. You're not in the field. You tell all them stories about it. You're pulling the trigger, but who did you kill? Them young niggas ride with me and they all ready to eat, and all of them eating. If we pull up, you better believe we not leaving until we see somebody leaking. Now I follow the same rules, roll with the same niggas. Nobody sits behind me. I hit you then duck off for my little bitch in the new city. Nobody can find me. The bag is present. The bag is heavy. The clip is extended and steady. If you post on the gram and show your location, that shit can turn out to be deadly. Alhamdulillah, I pray to Allah. My soul is protected from fire. I'd rather be slapped in the face with the truth than be forced to stand next to a liar. They hear me do donuts. We pull up the windows, it's tinted, nobody could see me. I drop her like 10 at the motor. She love me for life, and the man is a weenie. I tell her go fucking good, then find out where he keeping them girls and their money at. Then I give her the good jug, and right afterwards, I'm going to get that. My block is hot, the cops done ran in my spot, and they took all my shit. I gotta start over. I got no money. I gotta hit me a lick, yeah. The block is hot, the cops done ran in my spot, and they took all my shit. I gotta start over. I got no money, and I gotta hit me a lick, yeah.
Boy,
I ain't,
boy.
I ain't lost nothing.
No, bro, at all. I ain't gonna lie. I thought you was gonna be with that old back in the days. Not
Nah,
really back then. Back then, y'all was spitting too. So I'm
right.
thinking you're gonna be with some ABC type stuff, honestly. But, bro,
I
you
took
shut
4
down a
years
lot of these.
of game, fam. I
Yeah. So let me ask
took
you
4
this.
years and studied it.
Do you think you're gonna hook back up with Cash Money, or would you like to hook back up with Cash Money?
I'm willing to hook up with anything that's gonna make some bread and make a difference and make a change. It's not no bad blood and like on site wanting to kill a nigga and all that shit. Nah, it ain't nothing like that. Like unfortunately, we lost some very close people to us, and while I was gone, and Slim reached out and sent out his condolences. He ain't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when you making money with and for somebody, and they are a true entrepreneur, the door is always open to make more money. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, bro. Say, man, listen. I ain't gonna keep you. I'm not gonna keep you longer. Because I don't want you to just give up all your story here. I want you to be able to go because you have a message, bro. You come from a place where, like, 18, that was a high number that y'all had to melt. You know that
Yeah,
know you were 12, 13, you were young and you
right.
might not make it. You know what I'm saying? So that was just a diss at the melt. Anyway, so I rap, I do metaphors, all that stuff, but Tech, but for real, bro, I like the fact that you home. How long you been home?
Uh, Tomorrow will be a week, man.
Man, a week.
Almost.
So you been going crazy with the restaurants and eating, or you just
I'm on an ankle monitor right now, man. I'm on a curfew monitor, so I'm only allowed out from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, and on weekends I can't move at all, fam, unless I got a function. I really God bless me with a good PO that understand what I do and respect what I do and actually knows my history. So it was the lady allowed me to go to studio and this, that, and the other. And if I got a function, I just gotta show proof of that function and email it to her, and they allow me to do it. But for the first 2 months that I'm out, I'm on like intense parole while I go piss twice a week and I'm on the I can't move for my first 2 months like I need to move. But
okay, but the good thing is, being home now, you can sit down and learn how to work the social media. You got
yeah,
Instagram?
say that again.
You have an Instagram page?
Yeah. My son was running the page for me the whole time I was down, but I'm upgrading as I go since I've been home. It's just like I say, everything moving kind of fast, and I'm really a slow mo type nigga. You know what I'm saying, fam? You don't really be with all that. Yeah. But I'm learning to get that. That nigga, yeah, he be getting mad with me, be like, nigga, answer the phone. I be like, man, fuck that phone. But he get mad at me, and I understand that he trying to make sure I be up to par and be on point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So hold up. You don't be want to answer the phone, Tech?
Say, bro, man,
Yeah.
I concentrate a lot and I meditate a lot and I pray a lot, and
Mhm.
it seemed like the phone don't never stop ringing, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn,
Yeah.
need some mental time for myself. That's how I was able to, stay sane and not allow that time to drive me crazy. I never been away that long before. I know they got some people, I was next to people with 40, 50, 60 years. Some of them ain't never going home. But them little 6.5 I did to them, I'm pretty sure they would have swapped with me. But for me, as a nigga who used to traveling and going all around the world doing this, making money, blah, 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 that shit was hard for me to just sit down like that. But it also gave me a chance to reflect on, nigga, you tripping. You ain't supposed to be here. What the fuck wrong with you? You feel me?
Right. Prayer's good. Praying is very good. That praying helped humble me.
Yeah.
Um, but bro, yo, I just like to talk to people who come home because I went through a lot of stuff and I understand what you're saying this phone. Oh, I'm gonna tell you this not tech because nobody ain't schooled me. I got caught slipping twice. Even though you got your phone, bro, did they teach you how to lock the phone?
No.
Man, bro, learn how they got a little digit code you can put in the phone. Lock the phone because you get around certain female, they're gonna go in there, look at your message, see who calling you, get the girl number. But anybody
Yeah.
gave me that, they hit. I got hit twice.
Right.
So,
I'm gonna fuck you up, and some people gonna feel me, some people gonna think I'm tripping, but I ain't even much on that time right now, dog. I ain't,
mhm,
my mind. I've been 6.5 years without a woman, so a few more months till I can
fact.
set myself straight ain't gonna hurt me. You feel what I'm saying?
That's a
So
fact. Yeah,
I'm focused on, myself, my homie locking in with my homie, making sure our business right, and then I have time for that. But right now I ain't worrying about. I'm not around nobody that can go in my phone and lock me up. You can't even get that close to me right now. You feel me?
that's good. But remember this though, Tech. Eventually, you're gonna be around them.
Yeah,
So,
eventually.
so while you at home now, you need to learn how to lock that phone, man. All right now, because you're on the
Yeah,
right, you're on the right path, you're on the right page. But when they in them 2 months, when you get to that studio, get around y'all when y'all get to rapping and them girls coming, bro.
Yeah. Then I put the vest on then. You know what I'm saying? Right now,
Okay,
I got
suit
the
up.
vest closet. You know,
Okay, hey
the book
look,
on then. You know what I'm
you gotta
saying?
get a bulletproof helmet. Everything. You can't just put the vest on, bro. You need the glasses. You need bro the boots, everything. You gotta put the vest on the dog too. Boys,
Right.
hey, bro, hey, bro. But it's just beautiful out here, bro. I don't never want to go back to jail, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never, bro. Prison, bro.
Yeah. I
This
can
is
appreciate the small, stupid shit like you.
man, bro.
Fuck.
Look, you know what I be telling people? You know, back then we didn't have patience. We didn't have patience to stay in traffic or at the airport. Now I be like, my mind be when I'm in traffic, I would rather be stuck in traffic or stuck in the airport than to be stuck in a jail cell.
Yeah.
That's just
Definitely.
my mentality now. So I be like, you know what? I'm rolling. But I learned this though, Tech. The things when we was in prison, when we felt like the people on the streets would be moving, taking care of business. Why they not doing it? It wasn't until I come home that I realized it's not enough time in the day. And I understand now people have lives out here and they got a lot of stuff they doing, you know. But
Right.
I just feel
Right.
like, man, what's going on? Why you ain't do why you know? But I'm
Right.
happy to see you home, bro, and you focus. And man, I want to hear that music, bro. I need to
Um,
hear that music.
you definitely gonna hear it. Like I said, man, make sure I want to make sure that you know all of your people who watching, make sure y'all understand that right now my main focus is to put this album out, but to definitely lend a helping hand. You know, with hip hop is kind of funny because you know people have egos and they don't they kind of ashamed to let somebody else write for them as opposed to R&B. Mostly everybody you hear singing didn't write that shit, but you know, and the people that is in hip hop that have people writing for them, they you know they kind of like scared to say it or come forward with it. But man, you don't have to do that. To be honest with you, you don't even have to tell a motherfucker I wrote it. You can act like you wrote it as long as I get my bread for it. But I got that heat. I promise you. I promise I got that on everything.
They got the heat. All right, bro. Look, before we get out of here, tell them all your social media sites, how they can find you, reach out to you.
Nigga, didn't I just tell you I only been home 7 days, 6 days? I don't know that shit right now.
You don't know your Instagram name?
Holla at y'all, Lil Y'all UNLV. If you want to fuck with me, holla at y'all. OG, OG, man. Why you doing me that, dog? Let me make it,
Because, bro, nah, listen, let me tell you why, bro. When I came home, I went through this here, and I'm just happy you home, but I like to look at other people and be like, bro, I went through that. It's just fun
nigga.
for me, bro. But I'm happy you home, bro. But
Nigga, I don't even know my phone number right now, nigga.
bro, that's all good, bro. You gonna
I
you gonna get it, bro.
can't
All right, bro. Listen, who you want to shout out before we go?
Man, definitely shout out you. Shout out BG, man. Just came home. You know, he
Uh-huh.
doing looking good. Shout out my homie, yeah. You know, shout out to my kids, my G babies. You know what I'm saying? I'm really
Uh-huh.
working patching that shit up with my kids. I ain't been the best pops I could be due to just my history of what I was doing, the drugs and all that shit. But you know, after 6.5 years, I got a chance to sit down and I definitely came out a better man than I was. You dig what I'm saying? I got a GED, and so you know I figure out
Okay.
well, you dig. So you know I'm just shout out to my kids, shout out to Robel, Uncle Hardy, you know Keedy, my sisters Veronica, Sin Sheila, my brother. So man, I'm just happy to be home and back in the mix. And like I said, don't forget that pen is a lethal weapon. And I ain't just capping it. If you want a demo, just let me know and I'll send you something. You don't like it, let it slide. I got something for you. Bounce.
Ooh,
I got
boy.
studied all that shit.